kosacat.
Kosacat. And thank you. And by the way, please, if I say anything wrong, if you are a social media expert, please, I hope you understand the advice that I am giving is just from my own personal experience that I have found on TikTok, on Instagram. I also talk to a lot of creators who have TikTok and Instagram accounts. I have also read a lot about the algorithm stuff, but I'll be honest with you, nobody really knows how the algorithms work. So if I say anything wrong or if something I said was offensive or not the way it was meant to be, please don't take it personal. Please don't take it the wrong way. This is what I've known and learned. Thank you so much for the super chat, honey. I hope you're having a good sleep if you're not here anymore. Tripicist, I feel like most can relate. Self-confidence is really hard, especially in streaming. What are some ways of overcoming some self-consciousness issues? Something that helps me is knowing that there really is content for everybody. I think with how much YouTube and, Twitch has grown in the last couple of years, there really is a niche for everything. Just find your niche. I think if you find a niche that you can create content for, it is easier to then branch out. I think of it as like, here's a perfect example. A lot of folks found Selene through Apex. But now Selene can play any game and she still has a loyal and loving audience, right? There's a lot of people who go viral on TikTok for doing the same thing over and over. Maybe they're doing Stardew Valley content or Apex content. And then eventually they start doing other games, right? It's a little bit hard to start off as a jack of all trades, I've noticed, because there's so many people. So you sometimes need to sort of kind of specialize and hyper-focus in what you like. And then after, you kind of grow and grow and grow your borders, right? So if you start with, say, let's say you play survival games, right? You play survival games. Maybe you make a lot of content about the raft and the forest. And then eventually you start playing other games. But I definitely think focusing a little, like finding a niche a little bit could help you. I will explain. Finding a niche could help the TikTok and the YouTube and all the algorithms direct your fans to you. Okay? Especially on something like TikTok, where there is so many things that there are so many viewers potentially that TikTok could show your content to. So yeah, just think about it. Yeah, I think plus, and please do not take my word as gospel. This is just stuff that I'm noticing and stuff that I've learned. I play many different games and I do many different things, but I also, have the benefit of being a part of such a large fan base and organization like NIJISANJI, right? And now with the boys debuting, I feel a lot more safe with my experimentation than I would say if I was an indie. Also, don't be afraid to try things. You never know what people are gonna like, but I think it's also important to like what you're doing. It's important to have both. Oh wow, we did this quickly. It's important to both like what you're doing and both like, Absolutely, Vader. And again, I hope, like, with Selene, I watched Selene the most before joining NIJISANJI. Because I was really just paying attention to Obsidia a lot, because before I only had seen, Lazulite. So when Obsidia debuted, I was like, who are these girls? And Selene just streamed at a time that was really convenient for me, and I don't know anything about Apex. And I watch Selene's Apex streams every single day. So... yeah, I do think Selene would have been, an incredibly successful streamer no matter what kind of game she would have played, just because she has that kind of natural hilariousness. She is so funny. She is such a great streamer. It's crazy. She made me care about Fortnite. I watched her play Fortnite and laughed my face off, She makes you kind of care and laugh at anything she's doing. But it's still sometimes you gotta wonder if you're really good at something, maybe you should kind of double down on that. So something for me that I would like to be exploring more in the coming year is, you know, kind of cozier streams, podcast or talking streams, you know, indie games, Project Zomboid, for example, things like that. Selene made Peppa Pig entertaining. That is the mark of a true entertainer. Yeah, I feel like Selene can make anything look entertaining. Broken record, I can listen to you talk like this the entire day and never get bored. You have a lovely voice. Thank you for these streams. Thank you for watching. Thank you, darling. And thank you for the supa. Also, Vivicor, thank you so much for the supa. We learn a lot from the wise fox mother. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hani Mitsubashi, hey Nina, what are your tips for uploading clips when you're just starting to upload them on YouTube? It seems like the algorithm hates me sometimes. So I can only tell you about Instagram and TikTok, right? For YouTube, this is why I think I'm going to start posting a little bit less on YouTube because, okay, please let me know if this is like too far in. But the way that YouTube works, every time you finish watching a video, you get 10 thumbnails, right? You pick the next video. So on YouTube, this is why there's so much clickbait, and this is why there's so much like, on YouTube, everyone is competing for your attention to see the video. So you kind of have to clickbait and stand out and all that stuff, which is why, you know, you'll often see kind of crazy titles and more clickbaity titles, because if you have a high CTR, click-through rate, this video will be recommended to others. My only advice for YouTube is maybe try different tags, try different hashtags, try different posting times. But for TikTok and Instagram, this is where it's really, really interesting. TikTok and Instagram save your videos in their database, right? So the way that it works is TikTok puts you into a category and your content into a category. So for example, if you get on anime TikTok, if new people start browsing the TikTok algorithm and like more anime posts, TikTok will categorize them in the anime category, and then they will show your videos to them. So if you, for example, are on TikTok and you start liking VTuber content, you will most likely be shown my videos. But then if you start liking other content, then you won't be shown my video. The thing with TikTok and Instagram is, with TikTok, your video just needs to be a little above average in order for TikTok to recommend it to people that are similar. You just gotta keep uploading. With Instagram, actually, if you take a look at my Instagram, I stopped posting recently because I don't have time. My videos were doing okay, but one of my videos on Instagram just hit 30,000 views. This means that the algorithm has picked up my video and is now showing my video to people. If you look over here on Reels, you'll see the amount of views. Thank you so much, Xion de Noir. J'apprécie. Thank you for being so insightful. Thank you. I'm glad I'm not boring you, honey. I'm glad I'm not boring you. Cheers. So if you take a look at my numbers on Instagram, what happened? Okay, so let me finish about TikTok first. So with TikTok, just keep uploading, because what happened with me is I had a video do well, but on TikTok, the videos keep living for a long time. So sometimes on TikTok, you can wake up and have a random video from a few days ago do good. For example, on TikTok, my video with the pickle, it did okay at the beginning, and now it's getting a ton more views. It just randomly started getting views because maybe it just got recommended to a different kind of audience, or maybe more people started seeing it. On Instagram, the only thing that I've noticed about Instagram is you have to keep uploading. Instagram. Okay, so TikTok, the reason that TikTok is such a great app, this is gonna kind of suck, okay? Hear me out. On TikTok, your video is always competing against every single video, okay? Which is why it's really, really tough sometimes, because even though I have 100,000 followers on TikTok, my latest TikTok video only has, only less than 10,000 views. which is crazy, right? If you look at it, you think that's less than 10% likes. That's a bad video. But it's just the video didn't hit the algorithm. My followers weren't shown the video. It doesn't mean it's a bad video. It just means that tomorrow I try again. With TikTok, your video is always competing against every single video, which is why when your video is popular, it gets shown to everybody and it does good. Which is why on TikTok, it is possible for an account that is 2 weeks old to have a video with Ike with 1.4 million views. Okay? On Instagram, it's a little bit different. With Instagram, as soon as you're in the algorithm, all your videos get shown to the algorithm. So basically, the way to do Instagram, you just keep uploading every single day in the same niche, with the same hashtags, with the same kind of content. The second one of your videos does well, every single other video is going to be showing. Every other video is going to be shown to that audience as well. They don't even have to follow you, but they will see that video, which is really, really interesting. I don't know, Xion. I think that's something you'll have to try for yourself. You'll have to try that for yourself. But yeah, I also talk to a lot of people who do have Instagrams and Twitters and YouTube channels and stuff like that. And I talk to them about what they thought, what they think, how they title things, why they title things the way they do, why they see more success with certain videos. I also experiment. I post videos that I think are purposely not great sometimes because I'm curious to see if, maybe I just think the video is not great, but the video is going to be very successful. Tuck, welcome to the membership, honey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that. What do I think about Twitter's algorithm? Unfortunately, Twitter's algorithm, it seems like for Twitter, you need somebody very popular to retweet your posts. That's what it seems like. It seems like having popular people retweet your post is the best way to reach a lot of people. Awesome. Thank you. Well, I'm sorry I can't read your name, but you work in ad tech and the observation of Instagram posting is very close to what I've encountered. It's just, I've talked to people who post on Instagram. On Instagram, you really just got to keep posting until you hit the algorithm. And when you hit the algorithm, all your videos are going to get views. Never think. So for example, for I think my first week of posting on Instagram, all my videos had less than 1,000 views. And now my smallest viewed video is 3,500, right? Because eventually Instagram will start showing them. Yeah, Forrest, it's Twitter. You basically need to be retweeted by a famous person or somebody with a lot of followers. It's there's not really a discoverability function on Twitter. Sure, you can sometimes see like posts that this person likes, similar things of that you like, but typically Twitter is you need to be retweeted by a famous person, which is why I only post I only post shorts on Twitter that I think would do well on Twitter. I try not to post too many videos on Twitter because I don't know. Bye, Jacer. Take it easy, honey. Yeah, that's why, unfortunately, the only advice I can give you on Twitter, which, like, I hope you know I'm kind of joking, but it's also my actual, genuine, real advice. Get retweeted by somebody popular. Just get retweeted by somebody popular. Get a comment from somebody popular. That seems to be sort of, I think Twitter is a great tool to connect with your followers. I think Twitter is really, really fun. But, so the thing is, Richard Nelson, I'll be honest with you. I thought I knew social media, but Mista makes me realize I don't understand anything about social media.